You guys know as a kid when you're just so innocent and you think that people are good in the world. And then as you grow older, you start to realize that life's just kind of unfair sometimes and that there's some evil people in the world. You guys remember like coming to realization, the elimination of your innocence. And that still happens today as an adult where you think people are better than they are. You assume the best in people, and then you just have that moment, that one realization where something happens to you or there's a situation where you read online or you see a video of and you're like, "Damn, people really are that evil." I have one of those moments. And of course, we're talking about the new skate game. As you can see here, we have a dev update. This was like a couple weeks ago, and I just heard about it more recently because I'm no longer interested in this game. This will hopefully be the last time I talk about this, but I want to talk about it again because I wasn't angry enough the last time I talked about this game. I didn't really portray how I truly feel deep down inside when it comes to this game. And this update right here that we're about to look at will perfectly illustrate to you the level of anger that I have with this. And I'll be able to hopefully display how badly this makes me feel inside. This was supposed to be one of the greatest games to have ever come out for me. For me personally. I know not everybody cares about this game. And for those who don't, this will be the last time I talk about this, because I know not everybody cares about it. But this is devastating for me. I hope you guys know that if any of you play video games and are interested in gaming, you guys know that there's games that come out that you're super excited for. There's the hype that these games get, or the hype for literally anything. It doesn't even have to be gaming. It could be something long awaited, like a show, a movie, technology, literally anything that's been long awaited that you've been dying for. The new skate game was one of those things for me. It was the thing for me. I'm slowly falling out of video games. I think I'm spending okay, well, with the resurgence of Overwatch, for me that's debatable, but in general I would say I'm playing video games a lot less than I used to because there's just no good games out anymore. Like I don't enjoy video games as much as I used to. All right. And Skate 3 is one of those games that I will always play. It's one of the few games that I still play to this day is Skate 3. I play that almost every day that I'm on the Xbox. If I'm on Xbox, I'm playing Skate 3 at least some point. Skate 3 came out in 2010. That is a 16-year-old game. It's a sophomore in high school, for comparison. And I'm playing that game still. And the newest iteration of that series just came out a couple months ago. And I've been waiting for the next skate game since probably 2017 when I really got into Skate 3. I'll let you do the math there. Or maybe I'll do the math and put it up on screen, but that's a lot of time that I've waited for this game to come out. And to see how fucking awful and putrid this thing has become, it fucking rips my heart out, dude. Like, genuinely. Because I'm not interested in games anymore. This was the last thing. My other big game is Black Ops 2 Zombies or Black Ops 1 Zombies. Even Black Ops 3 Zombies. Like BO1 through 3 Zombies. That's the other thing that I play a lot. And I've already lost hope in COD. We all know where that's gone. Like, that ship is already sitting right next to the Titanic for how long it's been sinking. Like, we know that's gone. So this was the other hope that I had. And it's fucking gone. Let's just read this update, guys. So here we are, looking at the tutorial island. This is where you start the game, and this is exactly the point where my hopes for this game went down the fucking gutter. It was right here. This left picture was the tutorial island from when they released the game. All right, this is when they released the game, early access. Fucking bullshit for we're procrastinating and we're gonna add stuff later on. Can't even upload a finished game. More on that later, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, this is the tutorial island, right? And what they're proposing here, return to a bigger Grom. In Season 3, the Isle of Grom is back. The island has expanded with a ton of new spots to skate and explore. Now, if you look closely at the two images, you will see, let's just go by this piece by piece. This top part up here, this deck portion, like this long string here, both sides looks the exact same, right? No difference, right? There's still this loop around. Next part, this straightaway with these three like tent things, straightaway right here. No difference. And now let's look at this entire curvature of this side of the map. This entire left side of the map. Is there anything different that you see? Because I don't. Yeah, they put on a different filter. That's it. Okay, let's go to the part that they added. Was this little part on the side here? That's not there. So you know what? I'll give them props. They added something. All right, they didn't lie on that note. They added this area. If this counts as a ton of new skate spots to explore, then sure. This is about the size of maybe 2 community parks that switch out like every week in the game already. Like this is about the size of like a community park that's like in the game. Like the little spots around the map that are AI generated. From what I can tell, look, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the only difference I see. And here it is. Premium Skate Pass access. So essentially, I'm just going to summarize it for you. If you want to read this, you can. Essentially, for the first couple of weeks, they're going to have it so only Premium Skate Pass members can access the island.
Which means that there will be microtransactions. And we know that this is a sensitive subject. That's why when we decided to explore this model, we made some hard ground rules to follow. The first one is that skate is not pay to win. There are no areas of gameplay or the map that you have to pay to unlock. There won't be
locked behind a paywall. Remember this video right here? No map areas locked behind paywall. Out the window. Out the window. Nope. Just lied. Just straight up lied to us. Straight up lied. And you want to know what they're going to say when people tell them this? They're going to be like, oh, but look down here. A couple weeks later, it's open access. All players can skate Isle of Grom. Special multi-week event. Guys, for what is this, 3 weeks? We can all skate it. And then it goes to this, where the access will be widely available through Skate Pass Premium or a 24-hour ticket. So you are paying a subscription-based fee once a day to go to the tutorial island of the game. I'm just gonna let you guys sit on that thought for a minute. Just take a second to think about that. 500 rip chips, which I don't exactly remember how long it takes to get that, but it's not the paid currency, at least. Like that's something you can earn in the game by not spending money. But that's still a considerable amount of rip chips. I think opening all the packs were like 100 to 200 per pack. So to get a cosmetic, it was like 1 to 200, and that took like a couple of challenges. So you would have to do a good handful chunk of challenges. I'd say like minimum of an hour of grinding. I would think, or like something close to that, to get 500 chips for 1 day of access to the tutorial island where you started the game. The thing that really amazes me about this is like, this isn't a game that's doing well. This isn't a game that everybody's throwing their money at and that has this huge fan base that's ever expanding. The new skate game lost 90% of its player base in the first like 2 or 3 months, I think, of it being out. If you guys remember my skate videos, which most of them didn't even do very well, I was sick of it. I was sick of it because the replayability was so ass. It was horrible. The challenges were mind-numbing. And I could do a whole hour-long comparison video on Skate 3 to the new Skate and how the challenges in a game that is 16 years old is beyond the realm of imagination of the fucking toddler dipshit content that they put in the new game. It's actually insane. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Do I need to say anything? Do I need to like vocalize this? Like, I could just show you a screenshot of this right here. Skate Live player count. All-time peak 138,000. It's down to 2,500. Just roll with me a minute here. Imagine you're the game developer of the new skate game, right? You see this. You see these numbers, right? You understand that you have lost everybody. Like 90% was an understatement. You guys see this math here? 2,000 divided by 138,000, 0.01. My bad. 99% of its player base. 99% of its player base. So imagine you're the horrible, shitty ass developer of this game who has lost 99% of its player base in less than half a year, in a couple of months. And what do you think in this desperate time you need to do in order for your game to thrive again? Like, what's going to rally the player base together? And we're like, all right, this is the turning point, guys. Get excited. Now the game's good. What's the update you're going to release? Do you think you're going to release an update that goes back on your promise, that breaks the promise you made to us, and lock an area behind a paywall, and then make a 24-hour subscription to access an area? Unless you pay money. Yeah, that'll bring them back. You're right. You're right. Make them pay more money, break our promises, and everyone will come flooding back to the game. It's so simple. Why didn't I think of that? Circling back to the start of this video when I said there's moments in life that make you lose hope in humanity. Like, I know you probably have heard that, like, as a joke online, like this post right here made me lose faith in humanity, you know, like some silly joke where someone's just doing something degenerate. This right here is like one of the biggest times where I have lost hope in a portion of humanity. And that portion's game development. Like, I've lost all hope for game development because of this piece of mind my language. Heaping pile of burning excrement. And in light of this information, they throw this shit at us. I wish I had more reach so I could tell everyone in the world how I feel. That would be amazing if this video could just get out to everyone. And maybe, just maybe, a skate developer would see this. I'd be curious, what are you thinking? What were you thinking? In every step of making this game, what were you thinking? Because I have a pretty good guess, actually. Most people might be confused. Why would you do this? This doesn't make any sense. No, it makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. They want money. They want money. They don't care about making a game. They don't care about lighting the excitement back in people's hearts in the gaming industry. They don't care about people's nostalgia. They don't care about continuing one of the best franchises in gaming history for some people, including myself. They don't care about any of that. They don't care about a quality game, a story, essence, soul. There's no care for that. It's just money. That's all it is. There's literally zero motive otherwise. It's just money. I'd love to see them try and prove me wrong or say otherwise. I'd love to hear some corporate statement that's just like, well, we're trying our best to better the game with the community. As a whole, we'll Come together, we'll take your feedback and we'll make this game good again. Boy, you cried wolf. Boy, you cried wolf. It's been 5 years. 5 years. And you didn't listen to us at any step of the process ever. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, they did though. Brands. You asked for brands. I'm sure there was at least 1 or 2 people that were like, hey, we should have more skate brands in this game. That would be cool. I'd like to see that. I'm sure they were. So you know what? Of course, they can look at this and be like, guys, we're building the game together. We're building the game together. As long as you ignore all of this, as long as you ignore the rest of our statement, the rest of this page, then yeah, it looks like we're building the game together. We're a big community making a game. They can't play that card anymore. They've lost the rights to that card. That card has vanished from their eyes and they will never see that card again. The word together does not exist anymore. It is them. It is them and it is them and money. Like literally, there is no us anymore. There's 2,500 people, which may seem like a lot, but compared to this, no, there's no us here. It's them and money. That's all this is. This shit genuinely breaks my heart. Cause unless I'm proven otherwise, there won't be a time where I will be excited for anything in gaming. Because the games I like to play are games where you can just turn your brain off and talk to your friends. Like this and Black Ops Zombies. Just turn your brain off, shoot zombies, or hit some cool skate lines. Just hang out with friends. That's all I really care about in games for the most part. I don't think I could find it in my heart to ever play an EA game again. Like a new EA game. Like I don't care if it's something completely unrelated to skate. If it's this new series that came out that's under EA that EA made. I don't care if people say it's good. I don't think I can like reasonably justify myself playing or supporting that game ever. I'm not usually one who's like, oh, if someone did something bad, like don't support them. Like, for example, like music artists is something I'm super passionate about, right? If there's a music artist that did something bad, right? Like Tillian Pearson, whatever, example. They did something bad, right? They have some assault charge or something. Like, oh, we shouldn't listen to their music. Normally, I'm like, whatever, the music's good. I'm going to listen to it. Just don't think about the artist, whatever. This is different. This is very different. It's kind of hard for me to explain why, but just this feeling I get in my heart, my conscience won't allow me to play an EA game. I cannot support this company ever again for what they've done. This is foul. This is violently unfair. This is soul crushing, nostalgia baiting, quick cash grab. So many lies that went into this. You guys remember when they said that they would implement this whole system where you'd have your own like apartment room. You could decorate it. You could invite your friends to your own apartment room. That would have been sick. That would have been awesome. And like they'd have all these unique challenges. Remember that? And that parkour was going to be this huge thing, a part of the game. The parkour in Skate 3 allows you to climb up buildings. You can climb buildings. You could just climb. I've yet to see parkour be used in any other circumstance in terms of skate. I haven't seen any like parkour lines. It's like, what the hell do? You climb up on something and you jump off? You roll? Sure, whatever. Suffice to say, I will be going back to Skate 3. And this will hopefully be the last time I talk about this game. Because when I talk about this game, I just get mad. I'm just upset right now. I'm genuinely just not happy when I talk about this. Because this was something that I've been waiting for the past 5 years. 5 years. Well, since they announced it, all right? I didn't think it was going to be possible. Everybody was praying that Skate 4 would be something that exists. They didn't even call it Skate 4 because they knew it wasn't going to be a continuation of the series. It's some off-brand, like, I don't even know. It's just awful. I'm trying to think of like more analogies to like put this in perspective, because I don't know if anybody's gonna feel the same way I do about this. I don't know if anybody really understands how I feel about this. I've been waiting for this since I was a kid. Little me would have been so disappointed to see what happened. I wish I could go back in time and just tell myself to not be excited for it. I'd save myself so much heartache. So much heartache. And I talked to one of my friends and he brought up a good point. It's like, well, the same thing happened to me with Cyberpunk. And I'm like, you're right. You know, Cyberpunk was hyped for, I don't even know. I don't know any of the stuff about Cyberpunk, but it was hyped since like 2013 or some crazy. That's what he told me, 2013. It's like, I was waiting for that since I was a little kid. Now, in 2020, people were super upset because it was horrible. It was buggy, glitchy, didn't work, all the jazz, whatever. But you know, it over time they actually did build it up. That's the difference. That's the difference between Cyberpunk and the new Skate game. Is that Cyberpunk built up. They kept their promises and they built up. They made it a good game after a while. New Skate game. I don't see that happening. They're breaking their promises. They're making people pissed. The 2,000 people that still play this game, they're pissed. They've already pissed off the 140,000 other people. I don't know. That's all I have to say, really. I could go on more, but I don't want to. If you guys want me to compare Skate 3 to this game, it would put it in great perspective, but I don't think anybody cares that much to see me go through all the details. But suffice to say, play Skate 3 for yourself and then play this game and just like tell me how you feel like doing that jump. It's insane. It's like going from BO1 to BO7. Like you're not even in the same franchise or genre at that point. Music recommendation of the day is going to go to Midnight in Harlem by I keep forgetting the name. Something Trucks. This song is so beautiful. It's not something you'd expect me to like, because it's more like jazzy blues kind of thing, but oh my gosh, my dad put me on it actually. Shout out father. Amazing put on recommendation. It's just, oh my gosh, the rhythm guitar has this beautiful little riff that is just so pleasant. It's one of those riffs that make you feel like you're dancing in a field as a bunny, living a prosperous life. Like, oh my gosh, I love riffs that make me do that. The whimsical bunny prancing in a field riff, whatever you want to call it. That's like my little award for like the most beautiful things that just make me so happy inside it. This is one of those songs. So go listen to it. It's amazing. Much better than the new Skate game and all this bullshit. I'm going to go back to playing Black Ops 2 Zombies and feeling happy about myself. Go back to playing Skate 3 and feeling good about the fact that they can't fuck up something that already exists. Thank God they can't update those games, because if they did, they'd fuck them up and ruin them. But anyways, that's all I have to say today. Thank you all so much for watching, and go check out my other videos. I'll put them somewhere. And bless up. Make sure you're living life the way you want to, following your dreams, and I will see you guys in the next video.